Hi, I'm Jerry. Now I will demo the second scenario of EDA. In that scenario, we will also use EDA with Prometheus and Alert Manager. And but this time, we will watching for all target servers file system usage, and if some target host is exceed file system usage. Here we define more than 80%. Then EDA will trigger a job template to catch the to capture the df dash th output and send email to inform administrator. Okay, the laptop logic is almost same as before. We also use an all-in-one AAP and EDA controller, which with the name aap25.example.com. And we also have a Prometheus and Alert Manager, which are running on the same server. And we have a GitLab to store all rulebooks, and we have two target hosts. Okay, so let's go to my console. Okay, and uh, and in this time we have two choices. The first choice is we can run a very long command like this to launch a rulebook, but for production environment, as our rulebook will be used for many times. We have a better way to integrate them into AP controller controller UI. Okay, so let's go to the AP controller UI, and we go to the automation decision part and go to the rulebook activation. Okay, and we can see a couple of rulebook activation here. Okay, we have a rulebook auto activation named send file system quota warning. Uh, let's click in and we can see a rulebook here. We have already defined the rulebook name with the name send file system warning root.yaml. Okay, and the content of the rulebook is here. Yeah, send file system warning root.yaml. Okay, and the structure of the rulebook and the content of the rulebook, the structure of the rulebook is almost the same as before. We also define alert manager as the EDA event source, and then we define a different port. And in the root part, we define the condition is an monitoring item is host out of this space, and event alert status is firing, and the action is to run the job template with the name EDA demo file system is equal to warning, and the job template is in organization is in demo one organization. Okay, that's the whole of the rulebook. Okay, but as we have already integrated into our web UI, so we can directly enable it here. Then we can see the rulebook is from stop to pending and to running status. Okay, now we can make some noise to trigger the rulebook take actions. Okay, and just like before, we can trigger the condition on any of the target host. For example, on this target host, the host name is server02. Okay, and we have a couple of file system, and we can go to the booked file system and run dd to generate a big file to use almost all the disk space. Okay, we generate a 800 meg big file will be enough. Okay, like this. Okay, let's check the file system usage. We can see the file system usage is to 94%. Okay, so now we can go back to our Prometheus and refresh the page to see, yes, we can see uh, an item has been triggered, but is still in pending state. Okay, so we go to the AP controller jobs and wait for the EDA to trigger a job template to send email to administrator. Currently, the status is still in pending state. We have to wait for a bit longer, but I believe it will be triggered very soon. Okay, we can see a new job with the name file system execute warning has been triggered. That means a DF output can be directly sent to the administrator from the affected host. Okay. In order to reduce some noise, we'll disable the robot activation. Okay. And we can go to my mailbox to check. Yes, we can see a new email from the affected host. That's my server 0.2.example.com and report the file system is already reached to 94% and exceed our predefined quota. Okay, that's all for the scenario 2 for the EDA. Thanks for watching.